up in church, I was always kind of hungry. I mean, animal crackers didn't quite do it for me, but I did all the church things. You know, I went to Sunday school, went to youth group, even had time with my family at home to pray. But faith was deeply personal to my parents too, but it was never quite enough. I always wanted something more. And in my junior year of high school, I had the opportunity to go to our summer camp at Duke Community School. And the theme of that camp was about swimming in the waters of our baptisms. And it felt after those 2 weeks of studying together and praying together and doing service together that somebody had thrown me in the deep end of the baptismal font. And it was hard to tread water for a little while. It was overwhelming. But once I'd been there, I never wanted to go back. Because I knew in a new way how long and how deep and how wide and how high is the love of God. For me and for you and for the world. And you all know something of what that's like. Because it's easy to stay in the shallow end of the baptismal font. You can stay in the walls of your church. You can stay believing the same things you've always believed. You can stay doing the same things you've always done. But you haven't. You're here on a Saturday. You have gone outside the walls of your church. You tried something new. Dietrich Bonhoeffer talks about cheap grace and costly grace. And cheap grace is really appealing. It demands very little of us. It says we can stay in the walls of our churches, we can go to church on Sunday, maybe a desk meeting Wednesday night. We can do the things we've always done. But it doesn't offer us much. It doesn't offer much of a view of the world that's different from it is now. It's a grace that doesn't offer us hope. But you have a choice. You can choose costly grace. And it will cost you. It will cost us our lives. Life together is in a community that believes in costly grace. It forms people to go out into the world and into the church and make it into a school of life, into a place that tries new things, that sees God's dream for the world and lives it out. So will you make an investment in costly grace? Will you help that education? Will you help pay for people like me to learn how to do that? Will you tithe $100 to life together in the cause of costly grace? Thank you.